stressing. 10 minutes before the next lesson.
There was a boy about 14 years old, gift of God, Jonathan he's called. His daddy was killed by a cop one day, and ever since Johnny ain't been okay. At school they treat him like a man, at home he's seen things he cannot stand. He's used to shifty eyes and a lack of care, not saying goodbye cause no one's ever there. And the violent silence is what rages. It has us rattling in our cages. The smallpox blanket society makes us sick, so we seek release. And there was one young Ben Jones, a classmate of Johnny's who was never alone. A popular kid whose daddy was a cop. Even the teachers act like he's the boss. He shoots snide remarks in John's direction, yet Jonathan always ends up confessing what he did wrong. What he did wrong. What he did wrong, or what did John do wrong? Cause the violent silence is what rages. It has us rattling in our cages. The smallpox blanket society makes us sick, so we seek release.
I swear, Miss T always lets Ben get away talking reckless. Bro, the menu said Salisbury steak. This looks more like a recycled McChicken.
You know what? I got an extra sandwich if you want it. It's PBJ.
Bro said extra sandwich. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. My mom made a ton of lasagna this week, so I'm gonna just be eating this all day.
So this is a pity sandwich.
Pity butter and jelly.
So, I think you were about to spit a verse before we got interrupted by Machine Gun Kevin.
Bro, I've told you a million times, I am not a rapper.
Think of it as a freestyle, or like a freestyle poem with a beat that's got a rhyme, or else I'ma roast you.
All right, bro. Put the beat on. Sitting at the table, eating lasagna.
Nigga, lasagna?
You know what? I'ma just eat, bro.
But nah, come on, you got it.
Sitting at the table, eating lasagna, spoonful of trash, please a capacitor, something. Yeah, I'm not a rapper.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna write. You know it's way better when I can write it.
Write it, going off the dome, you gotta try it. The food here sucks, I don't even wanna bite it. We fighting the way that these stomach pains hit. Yo, Miss Teacher, y'all gotta change this. I'd rather eat in prison, put me in chains, sis.
This ain't nutritious, this is dangerous.
Ooh,
Let's
bars, come on.
So I already gave you two a warning, but it looks like you don't want to listen.
Yo, Miss T, Jonathan was spitting like 21 little pump a dunk.
Bro, Pump and Dunk is trash.
Nah, 21 little pump a dunk is the GOAT, for real.
Y'all can continue this conversation in my classroom. Pack it up.
But I have physical science next hour.
Okay.
And I gotta finish my pity
You
sandwich.
can bring it with you.
Fine, but you know what? I'd rather not go to this presentation that's gonna be here later.
Yep, there is a presentation today. Ben's father will be speaking on behalf of the police force, hopefully to teach you boys that the choices you make as freshmen can impact your whole life.
Respectfully, Miss T, I'd rather not attend any rallies with someone related to Skinny Jack Harlow.
Right, that's a Jack Hart. No, my boy.
Ooh.
Come on.
My boy's on fire.
You two have really made a reputation with yourself with all the teachers in the school. You could learn a thing or two from Ben if you took a chance to get to know him.
Maybe he can teach us how to be white.
You know, Miss T, it's just that I'm not comfortable being around.
Because of
I
his...
am familiar with the situation, but remember, one bad apple don't spoil a whole pie.
What's this man gonna teach us that we ain't already heard? Be the bigger person. Stay off the streets. Don't do drugs. Our principal be coming to school high as a mother.
You do not know that.
Bro, you remember last time we had churros? Principal Sage spent all of lunch by the trash cans asking kids for leftovers. Only one explanation. Munchies.
Munchies.
Munchies. Look, you boys are smart, so I'm gonna be honest with you. The presentation is about the choices you make outside of school. But inside of school, the choices are made for you. So you have to hear what the officer has to say. Let's go.
You know what, Miss T? Can I run to the restroom real quick? Yes, ma'am.
Don't leave nothing behind.
Miss T, what you know about munchies?
Boy.
I cannot believe they're trying to make me listen to anything this trigger-happy pork rind has to say. I was just trying to have a good day, man. One good day. I can't even have that. Dad? Oh, no, I'm bugging. Must be that lasagna.
Boy, you better not be criticizing your mama's cooking. Man, I would die for some of her lasagna. Well, if I wasn't already dead.
Too soon.
I'm just trying to make you laugh. You know what I used to say? Every lesson is a blessing, because ain't no good come without some stressing.
How are you even here right now?
There's something about a thinning of the veil during times of great need and an ancestral connection available on the first Tuesday after the third full moon on the lunar calendar with 2 planets in east, west, north, south alignment.
Dad, you know I don't believe in astrology.
Just like your mother. But you know what's crazy? On the day I got shot, you know what my horoscope said? Don't get shot.
Dad, I'm not in the mood. They're trying to make me listen to the ops talk about community and choices, when his only community are the boys who help him choose which wood grain looks best on a burning cross.
Let it out.
I mean, they took you for no reason. They get to decide what's justified and who's suspicious. And I look like you, so am I next? I mean, why I gotta be at this wannabe prison listening to a cop talk who probably knows the man that killed you?
Hey, breathe with me. Breathe with me. Breathe with the ghost of your dead dad. Come on, I miss that laugh. I know it hurts, son, all of it. But nothing's gonna change unless the people who are impacted by the problems are there to speak about the solutions.
But if something does happen, I don't know what I'll do. I mean, they took you so easily and no one talks about it. No marching, no one saying your name, no justice. They could kill me just as easily and get away with it like they did with you.
I know you're scared, son. I know. I feel it too. But guess what? Just do it anyway. See what happens. I see a good day with a lot of blessings in your future.
Now you're starting to sound like a horoscope.
Yo, who are you talking to?
Oh, it's that new 21 Lil Pumper Duck song. Now you sound like a horoscope. I'm trying to exploit you like Dora though.
I ain't heard that one, but that's he. Pumper Duck is him.
I told you.
Yo, you still fighting that lasagna? Look, Miss T been talking my ear off out here, and I still haven't eaten my sandwich. So, let's grab that and dip.
You know what, bro? I think we should actually go to the assembly.
Man, you funny. Your bars still need work, but I'm glad you still got that sense of humor.
No, I'm serious. We should really go. I'm not trying to skip class anymore.
You scared of Miss T.
Man, I ain't scared of anybody, bro.
All I'm trying to say is I ain't about to go bootlicking no cop.
No one's bootlicking. Everyone talking about choices. If we just keep running away from our problems, probably end up like your bum-ass older brothers.
Okay, chill. But first, I'll go. I gotta go get that sandwich.
All right, bro. Let's go.
Officer Jones, So nice to meet you. Ben is one of our best students, so when he said his father was interested in being a speaker, we jumped at our chance.
Well, I like to think that I'm more than just Ben's father, but the force was happy to send me down, build trust with the community. I have some thoughts about what I'd like to discuss with the
That
students.
is exactly what we want to hear. Some of the students in this class have a history with law enforcement, and this is a great opportunity to show them why Blue Lives Matter.
Well, provided we strike the right tone, this could be healing.
Well, in my experience, these students need a reality check about the world that's waiting for them. You know, statistically speaking, these students especially.
Well, they won't be very receptive if you talk down to them.
Not talking down, just a frank chat.
Honesty is super important here. Just remember, these kids are stubborn, and you have to connect with them if you want to get anywhere. I know that on the force, you're used to using force to get things done, but here,
it won't work out very well. Try building a rapport. Be interactive.
maybe start with a game.
Ooh, like Hangman.
No. Not that one.
Some of the kids are coming in with their mind made up about police already, so just stay cool and don't let anything these kids say get to you.
Ma'am, respectfully, I'm a divorced police officer. I have experience in people not liking me.
We trust your judgment, Officer Jones. Okay, bring him in. Come on, come on.
It's my dad.
Desmond, I'm
Dad.
waiting in class. Come on.
Dad. Miss T.
You heard her. I need it quiet in 5, 4.
Man, that shit don't work.
Well, I think it's wax, man. I like it.
If y'all don't sit down right
That shit works.
now, thank you. Sounds like a great time to sing our fight song.
No.
Well then, hello, Central Northwest Southeast East High School. We have a special presentation today. Freshman year is an important time in everyone's life. You're making new friends, you're doing new activities, you're wearing deodorant. Don't forget the deodorant. But nothing stinks more than making a choice you'll regret, which is why today, to talk about safety in our community, we brought in Officer Jones.
Thank you for that introduction. I'm thrilled to be here today. As your lovely teacher said, my name is Officer Jones and I'm with the Kansas City Police Department. That's my son. One at a time, please. So as I was getting to, Kansas City Police Department is trying to build a relationship with the community. And may I?
Oh, yes.
All right, so crime, it's bad. And what are some things that come to mind when you hear crime?
Stealing.
Stealing. All right.
Soggy Hot Pockets.
Socks and sandals.
What you got, bro? Say something. You go.
Murder.
Well, we got two of the 10 Commandments. Anyone else? Any other things that come to mind when you hear crime? Arson.
Sexual violence.
Yo, this is boring.
Desmond, show some respect.
Look, I'm about to walk out here like his wife did.
Bro,
No, it's all right. You know, as a divorced police officer, I'm used to rude comments. Look, the police force is focused on building spaces where community members can express themselves open and honestly. 14, 15, 16, this is a valuable time in shaping your life as you move into young adulthood. And as many of you may know, Kansas City is now one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. and your demographic is most likely to commit and be victims of violence. That's what the problem, that's a problem the police force is trying to solve.
Oink.
Desmond, office, now.
No, it's all right. We haven't done our part to, earn the best reputation. But the truth of it is, you have to decide what kind of life you're gonna have. Like, are you gonna choose success or frankly become a criminal?
Oink, oink. Oink, 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 oink,
Oink,
oink,
oink,
oink, oink, oink, oink, oink, oink, oink.
I know the truth is hard to hear, but don't shoot the messenger.
Right, because it's your job to shoot.
It's our job to serve and protect however we find appropriate.
How many people have y'all shot? Oink.
That data is not publicly available.
Oink, oink. How many people have you beat up?
Okay, guy.
Oink. Or did you beat up your wife? Oink.
Listen,
Oink.
this is why I'm here, so you learn how to stop behaving like a thug.
Yo, Ben, your dad? He's a piece of shit.
At least he's still alive.
Benjamin.
Man, I don't know who Pickety Chalamet thinks he's talking to like that.
My dad's from a different generation. He's just a little out of touch.
Man, that's a lazy excuse for bigotry.
Making a whole scene isn't necessary.
Listen, you two, we need to calm down now.
See, it's always, why are you making a scene when I just speak up about something that's flat out wrong? Another typical day. Tell you what I have to say. Skinny arms, weird face. You need to stay in your place. Stay away from my space. Your whole fam's a disgrace. No, I'm making Pops proud, though he ain't here today.
Ooh, pretty boys rapping, but what's in those dreads?
Put that narrative to bed, boy. I'm really on your head.
Got an IQ of 2 matching stumpy legs.
You ain't the most well-read, undercooked, and underfed.
You come from some slum, dumb bums eating crumbs. I get a gourmet breakfast. You got a bottle for lunch.
Cough up a lung where I'm from. KC ain't nothing nice. You might end up slumped, so you better think twice.
I'm a cop's kid. Heard that click, clack,
And
boom.
you're proud of that fact? I know society's doomed.
Rattled chain on your wrist for the guilt you assume.
And I ain't guilty yet, but we'll find out soon.
This loud class clown's heard your last laugh. Your disses stay so weak like those no gym calves.
Built like a pencil, I can snap you in half. Count my cash for the day, then I'm right back to class.
Where's your daddy at? Is he calling your name? Is he pushing you down like you're failing grades? Yo, he can't come back. He can't save you now. I saw it on camera. Heard that click clack. Oh my God.
Jonathan!
Alright, no, right, bro. Come on, man. Hey, stop resisting. Miss T. Come on, Miss T.
Man, we don't even want you here, bro.
I said stop resisting.
Send her in when she gets here.
Listen, Jonathan is a really good kid. I think we should just really take our time and to think about the best options with him.
I hate to say it, but he's been in my office nearly a dozen times this year. We don't have many options left at this point.
Let's consider.
I want that boy expelled.
Sir, you cannot just barge into my office and demand we expel a student. We are handling this.
No decisions have been made.
What is there to decide?
This
What is the policy?
This is a special circumstance. Jonathan and his family have gone through a lot this year.
Mrs. Miller, please come in.
I'm sorry, I got here as quickly as I could. I was at work and
It's fine, Mrs. Miller. And now that you're here, we can discuss.
Your son's expulsion.
expulsion.
No decisions have been made.
But we are discussing options. The student your son was in the physical altercation with was Ben Jones, son of Officer Jones, which creates a legal dynamic that falls outside of our standard policy. And given our numerous conversations that we've already had this year, it's hard to make a case defending him.
I would argue that although he has had behavioral and verbal problems in the past, this is his first violent offense.
His first physical offense, maybe, but violence takes many shapes.
Agreed. We need to think about the safety of the other students. I see cases like this all the time, especially without a father in the home.
His father was taken from our home. Principal Sage, may we speak privately?
Absolutely. You know, I was just about to step outside for a smoke. Okay, sure, yeah, you meant you and I. That's cool. That's cool.
I'm not going anywhere. Miss Miller, KCPS has an alternative.
Mrs.
What?
It's Mrs. Miller. Principal Sage, if we're going to continue to have this conversation, then he needs to leave.
Oh, I see where he gets it from.
And I see how privilege has made it to where you think you can have a conversation about my son. Might I suggest you go get your son an ice pack, because if my son got anything from me, then I know he beat your
Officer
son.
Jones, why don't you wait outside? I'll be with you shortly, okay?
I'm not afraid to press charges.
I have every lawyer in KC on speed dial. That is not a problem you want.
Please, Mrs. Miller, try to understand. We're just following our policy.
When is it policy to discuss the fate of another student with a child that's not his own? When is it policy to allow said parent to make decisions about that child?
Officer Jones was just...
I'm more concerned about what you're doing. Don't misunderstand me, Principal Sage. I am not excusing my son's actions, but time and time again, boys like him are harmed by the system before they ever become a part of it.
Jonathan attacked a student, Mrs. Miller.
And what could have caused that?
Officer Jones called a group of young men thugs, and Ben made a comment about Jonathan's father.
So, an officer from the same precinct that killed my husband made derogatory remarks against my son, and then his son made light of the situation? Could you not see how my son could also be a victim here? I'm not saying what Jonathan did was right, but I am saying that Jonathan is in a lot of pain, and we both are. Jonathan has agreed to go to counseling per your suggestion, so I suggest we come up with a different solution other than expulsion, and I will be here until we figure that out.
Okay, I understand. I'm getting that there's like a lot of big feelings in the room right now. So let's just get everyone back in for a sec. Officer Jones. Okay. We are going to use the feelings board. His feelings are good. Okay. So that, yeah, who has a feeling they want to put on the board? What feelings are present?
Principal Sage, this is great for teenagers, but we are way too grown for this.
Sure. Well, this is the best idea I have, Miss T. So if you want to take over, feel free. I'm going to go have my smoke break.
Tell me more about this alternative school.
I don't want you to think of it as expulsion. Jonathan can come back next year. He will finish the grade. He'll finish on time. He will be able to have time to process his feelings and get more one-on-one support. And like I said, he can come back next year as long as Officer Jones opts out of pressing charges.
And Ben would stay here?
Yes.
Sounds fair to me.
Never thought this would happen to me, standing up for myself but chopped down by police. But who am I kidding? Every day I can see how they treat my people. I got a lot of critiques on our backs so long that they sneakers is creased. There's pigs all around, I'm sick of smelling the grease. As I'm driven to the floor, in a second I ponder. Is this how George Floyd and Breonna felt? Misused and powerless. They supposed to keep us safe? Nah, I'd rather have abolishment. It's common sense at this point. They don't care about us, they abusing the power. Had a happy day in the pause. Wonder what my mama say when they called. Me and Des was just having a ball. Now my chin's on the floor, concrete breaking my fall.
Officer Jones, Officer Jones, I don't wanna be here, I wanna go home.
How many men have you turned to boys? How many robbed at their worst in voice? No fear, that's my obligation. Start to hate blue and all affiliations.
See, Officer Jones is a real cool cat. He's a cop, but he ain't that bad.
That's what he says to himself at night. The cries of homicide wake him up in the fright.
And it don't matter how it transpires. But Officer Jones is ought to retire. He needs to make some changes to his life to help him through those lonely, dark nights.
Silence is what rages. It has us rattling in our cages. The smallpox blanket society makes us so sick that we seek release.
I'm proud of you for going.
Yeah? Well, look what happened.
You alright?
Nah, I want to leave, but I can't. I want to cry, but I can't. I feel stuck inside and out. Will it always be like this?
I can say this. You're not the first to feel this way. There was Dubois, Baldwin, T'Challa.
Man, T'Challa's not real.
What I'm trying to say is, black men like us, we have to figure out the worlds that are not built for us and the worlds that are. Dubois wrote about the world in our minds. Baldwin wrote about Europe.
And T'Challa lives in Wakanda.
Yeah.
But that's just so much pressure to find a world that wants me.
I hear you. But don't go joining a gang. That ain't it. That's how the cops will remember you forever.
Is this fight how they'll remember me now?
No. You still have an opportunity to turn the situation around and have a really good future for yourself. You could be a doctor or an actor, a lawyer or a rapper.
Yeah.
Well, not a freestyle rapper, but a rapper nonetheless. You could have a beautiful family and you could have kids who come here to Central Northwest, Southeast, East High School.
Johnny.
Mom,
Okay.
what's the verdict?
Okay, no matter what anyone tells you, you are still just a regular kid. You are not going to jail. You're not getting expelled. Officer Jones has agreed not to press charges as long as you go to an alternative school.
Mom, that's not fair. All my friends are here. They're all I got.
Oh, you got me?
Barely.
Boy, don't talk to your mom like that before you end up on this side of the veil.
I am doing the best I can to make sure you have clothes on your back, roof over your head, shoes on your feet, lasagna in your lunch.
And that the whole city abolishes this punitive injustice system in our lifetime.
Don't talk back to your mother.
Don't talk back to me. I do what I do for you so you don't end up like your dad.
I don't think Dad would have wanted you to leave me alone all the time. Hardly see you.
I wish things were different.
Then make them different. I don't even know what you do. I just know you're not home.
I work hard so that people can choose communication over condemnation. I'm teaching people about restorative justice.
Then try that here.
Boy,
Okay. The decision has already been made. And I think alternative school is a good option. I could drive you. We could spend more time together that way.
And what's Ben's punishment?
Well, none.
Mom, that's just not fair. I have to leave. He gets to stay here. You talking about Dad, your husband, remember?
You're right. You're right. What's that song by 21 Lil Pumpadunk?
Man, what you know about 21 Lil Pumpadunk?
Oh, the kids are always, singing his music at the rallies. How's that one popular one go?
The way I turn nip, you would think I'm a farmer. The way I pull up, you would think I'm a toddler.
No. It's the other one. The one that's always trending.
Oh, okay. Got more riz than a Risley Bear.
No. It's a social justice anthem. It's really popular.
Yeah. My MBA in 10 toes cause I stand on business. Never run from a challenge, I ain't focused on fitness.
Yeah, that's the one. I won't run from this. Okay? I'll be right back. I love you.
All right, Mom.
she really is doing her best.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just give her a chance. Your mom, she works day and night to give you a good education, to put food on the table. Most kids their age don't have that.
But she's trying to take me away from my friends.
You'll find friends in any school you go to.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on the other side.
Dad, when you died, I felt so alone. Like, Des has his siblings, then I guess has his stuck-up dad, but I don't have anyone to come home to. I feel like everyone has a family, but me. Like, I can't even play guitar with you anymore, go out and shoot hoops. When you died, I didn't just lose you. I lost Mom too. And now I can't lose Des.
Jonathan, what I wouldn't give to be there for you. I would love to teach you some more chords on the guitar. I would love to whoop your butt in a game of one-on-one. You know how to do that. You are a one-of-a-kind son. You're courageous, talented, determined, handsome, smart, all the things. Like me, your dad. Even if everything feels hollow, you are not alone. You are so loved by me and your mom, by Des and your friends. Even your teachers support you, even when y'all disagree. Now, your mom said she was going to handle this, didn't she?
Yeah.
Then let's see what happens.
All right.
I think they forgot about us.
You're not that memorable.
I've never been in a fight before.
You're 0-1. You might as well retire.
What about you?
I'm the youngest of 4 brothers. I fight every day.
Is that healthy?
Stop interrogating me, bro.
I'm sorry, man. I guess I'm just trying to be like my dad.
Be yourself.
If I was given a second chance, I bet I could win in a fight.
Nah, you're too skinny. You look like Ted's lasso.
Well, you look like...
You trying to roast me?
No, I'm not.
What were you gonna say, though?
You look like LeBron Lames.
We have nothing in common.
I know.
He's just another black guy.
Yep.
Keep working on it, though.
Thanks.
Yep.
You all right, bro?
I never got to finish my sandwich, man.
Dang. You could ask Principal Sage if she has any churros.
Yo, you saw that too. All right, y'all, listen up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can eat. Take it away, Miss T.
Thank you, Des. Today has been a long and emotional day for many of us, but we're going to use this day as a learning opportunity. We want to learn how to contribute to the system rather than participating in it. So, Mrs. Miller, practice some restorative justice techniques with me, and we're going to model it for you, all right? So, you guys, our goal is to be on one accord, all right?
Okay. Before we start, may I share something that I wrote on my smoke break?
Is the group okay with Principal Sage adding to the space?
I guess.
Cool, I was going to anyway. In a moment, the air is pulled from your lungs.
Is this about smoking?
No.
Start over, Des, and shut it.
In a moment, the air is pulled from your lungs, so fast it almost feels like your chest could cave in. Anger rushes out and makes space for something new.
Yeah.
You imagine everything that led to this, all the failures
Hey.
and triumphs,
Thank you.
but you see all of it through the eyes of your enemy. You see their mother bandage their knees, like yours did for you. You feel how they flinch, clench their fist, bite their teeth. You feel a tension in them that never seems to stop building. You know what this is. You felt that same tension, that same pressure, a weight that gets heavier every day. You know your enemy, almost as well as you know yourself, and knowing turns everything else into background noise. All the indignation, disgust, rage, it's immaterial. You never hated this person. You never did. You've only hated the circumstances that both of you were born into, the roles in life that neither of you ever wanted to play. What was once the point of no return becomes a moment you could walk away from. You both could, but only if you walk together. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So it was that kind of smoke break.
Thank you for sharing that.
Okay, I think that we should go around to break the ice and make an animal noise. I'll start. Moo!
Dang, you took mine. Ooh, bad, cause I'm the GOAT.
Man, I'm not trying to do this.
Jonathan, we are all equals here.
All right. Ribbit.
Love that for you.
Oh, that was birds being blended together in a blender.
Man,
You are so creative.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oink.
Oh my God! Gross, we love to see it.
Okay, so now I would like us to go around the circle and say how we've been impacted by today's events. Remember to use I language. Sorry.
I, for one, got punched in the face. Impactfully.
I was put in the handcuffs for speaking up for myself.
But now we're doing this instead.
I said some pretty harsh things, and I put this young man in handcuffs.
I had to relive the trauma of losing my husband. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Personally, I feel like today has gone pretty well.
Let's unpack that later.
Don't need to.
Des?
I just wanna eat, yo. This sandwich probably soggy by now.
Nah, it's on good bread.
Miss C, come on.
Sure, you can eat in here.
Actually, the school policy.
I think we're past that.
Is that the sandwich that I made you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't really want to eat the school lunch, you know?
Why? Our school lunch is great.
We know you think so.
Okay, all right, let's get back on track. Now I want to go around and say how you can provide, or let's go around and say our needs after today. In reverse order. So Des, you can start.
This sandwich is the only thing I ever needed.
Beautiful. I love that. Principal sandwich.
Today has really got me thinking. Am I right for this job?
Feel free to CC me in that resignation letter.
No worries.
I would like to be compensated for my time here at the school so that I can take a few days off and spend them with my son.
Okay, just send me an invoice. I'll attach it to this resignation.
I know I'm probably the last one to be asking for anything, but just that we continue to build the relationship. Mrs. Miller, I think you'd be of great value at the KC 360 meetings we have every Thursday morning. They're at Rockhurst University, 9 a.m., if you could fit that into your schedule.
Thank you, Officer Jones.
You know, if I could get these handcuffs off, that would be great. And then to finish the school year here.
Well, that wasn't the agreement.
We're still in phase 2, voicing our wants and needs.
I want and need an ice pack and also an apology for the comparisons to random white people.
Oh, this is tragic, Kelsey?
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay, last time. I want us to go around the circle and say how we can provide the needs of someone else. Then I can give you that ice pack when this is over.
Thank you. And Jonathan, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made fun of your father, and I shouldn't make fun of you. Truthfully, I envy the close friendships you have, so I try to put you down.
Thank you, Ben. I accept your apology, and I'm sorry for punching you in the face.
I'm sorry for losing my cool, lashing out, and putting you in handcuffs. Here, let me get those. These haven't been used since my divorce.
Jeez. All right, thanks, Ben. You know, I'm sorry for punching your son in the face.
Just don't do it again. Here. At Central, Northwest, Southeast, East High School.
We'll keep roasting him though.
But I'm gonna get you back.
It's good to have dreams.
Before I got interrupted in my presentation, I was just about to distribute some information about how to get plugged into violence prevention.
Right, got you covered. I put it under everyone's seats before they came in.
Okay, well, I spent the last few minutes sending quite a few emails, so I quit. Miss T, if you want the principal job, it sure is yours. Does anyone have a lighter?
No.
I'm 14.
Okay, well, you don't have to be.
Thank you for sharing this, Officer Jones.
You can call me Hank.
I will not. Miss T, do you need anything?
You know, you all, this has meant a lot to me. We didn't resolve everything here today, but a small impact contributes to the bigger one. So I'm really happy where we landed today.
Maybe we can end this note on our school song.
I think that's a good idea, especially since it was originally composed by Jonathan's father.
Yo, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, you know, he was a cool guy.
Not all who wander are lost. Through the journey we're found. We walk by faith, not by sight. Your true north is alive. Through all your stumbles and perils, north, south, east, west is your herald.
There is no destination, there's always further and further to go.
There's no compassion. There's no compassion. There's no compassion without your compass. There's no compassion.
Say what?